This video is sponsored by Ratchet Clothing. Alright, I'm going to take everybody on a little hike that I'm on. This is what I do to unwind. Take a nice walk, smoke a cigar, in case anybody wants to know what the cigar is. It's a punch. If you really want to clear your head and your mind, go out and take a walk in nature where it's just you, the trees, and whatever's lurking out here. Wait a minute, I see somebody. Sideburns, is that you? I thought that was him dressed like a coyote. So this morning I was thinking about a guy that I was away with in prison. His name was Pecoraro. We had a lot of guys come into Fishkill that were all on the garbage case. I'll give a little background on that. In June of 1995, New York State District Attorney's Office indicted 17 guys, including members of the Genovese and Gambino families. They were charged with racketeering for monopolizing the trash hauling industry. And when Patty came in, he was lost. It was his first time in prison. Obviously, he wasn't used to it. So naturally, the guys pulled him to a good unit. He was with some good guys down there. And when he came to the yard, I remember meeting him. He reminded me of Ronnie Dangerfield. Always laughing, joking, kidding around. He even sounded like Ronnie Dangerfield. So a guy named Frankie Baba brought Patty out to the yard to meet Ernie Grillo and me. Frankie Baba was around the Joe Gallo crew. And in prison, you're not really going to school a guy. You're really going to school him if he's doing something wrong. You know, basically, people have to find their own way. So Patty was living on a unit called 4-1. 4-1, when I got to Fishkill, used to be reception, but it changed. And now 4-1 was the dog program. They had a program called Puppies Behind Bars where they would train dogs to be seeing-eye dogs. Some of those dogs became bomb sniffers and drug sniffers for the DEA. It was a good program. I shared a dog with a guy myself one time. The dog's name was Ollie. It was a black lab. It was a beautiful dog. So one day we're all in the yard on the court, and a guy from 4-1 comes over to us and he said, "Listen, I got to talk to you." So I said, "What's up?" He said, "Take a walk." So I took a walk with him and we're walking around the yard. He says, "You know, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's about your friend Patty." So I thought something happened. I says, "Why? What happened?" He said, "No, he's all right. It's just, I got to tell you what he's doing." I said, "Well, what's he doing?" He says, "You know, he's getting a massage from this guy named Pony." Now, I had heard this name Pony in the prison. He was a known homosexual. So I stopped the guy and I says, "Wait a minute. Are you telling me that Patty's getting a massage from Pony?" He says, "Well, that's why I came out here to talk to you, John." So he tells me that he was walking past this guy's Pony cell, and the guy had like a red light on, and who's laying on the bed with no shirt on is Patty, and the guy's massaging him with oils. So I thanked the guy for telling me. I didn't want to hear anymore, and I waited for Patty to come out. And sure enough, about 5 minutes later, who comes out all merry and happy, smiling? Patty Pecoraro, a.k.a. Ronnie Dangerfield. So naturally, he walks over to the court and he starts saying hello to everybody. So I said to him, "Hey, Patty, take a walk with me. I want to talk to you about something." So we start walking. He says, "What's up?" I says, "You look well relaxed today. You look like you had a massage." So without hesitation, he says, "As a matter of fact, I did." I said, "Really? Where'd you get this massage?" He says, "On a unit." I says, "Who gave it to you?" He says, "That guy, Pony." He says, "Wait a minute. How did you know I had a massage?" I said, "That's a good question. I was waiting for you to ask that. A guy from your unit, and I'm not going to tell you who, came out here and told me what was going on in there. Are you fucking crazy?" He said, "Why? What did I do?" I said, "Patty, you can't go get a massage from a guy in prison. What's the matter with you?" He says, "Gee, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Is it a problem now?" I said, "It's not a problem, Patty, but you don't want guys walking around saying that guys are giving you massages in prison." But Patty had such a clear head that he just laughed it off. He thought it was funny. I told him, "Patty, it's not funny. You don't want that." The other story about Patty, I always found so funny, and I told so many people about it. I used to watch Patty come out to the yard, and I noticed, Patty used to smoke a cigar too. And I noticed when he used to come out, before he lit a cigar up, he would look up at the sky and do the sign of the cross and mumble. So finally, after weeks and weeks of watching him do this, I said to him, "Patty, let me ask you a question. What are you doing when you walk out? You're praying when you're walking out here?" He says, "No." He says, "Let me tell you." He says, "Actually, I'm praying for my lawyer." I said, "You're praying for your lawyer?" I said, "What are you talking about? You're praying for your lawyer?" He says, "Well, let me tell you the story." He said, I was one of the last 3 defendants on my case. The other defendants were Joe Francolino with the Gambino family and Ali Shades with the West Side. And I was all ready to go to trial with my lawyer, Harold Borg. He said right before the trial started, Harold Borg had a heart attack and died. So now he had to get a new lawyer and prepare that lawyer for trial. The lawyer basically put in a motion saying he was unprepared. He had a week to prepare for a trial. He didn't know anything about the case. And as a result, the judge severed Patty from the case, and the DA offered him a 1-3, and he took the plea and got a 1-3. Had Patty not been granted a severance, he might have been convicted like his co-defendants. Joe Francolino was sentenced to 10 to 30 years, and Ali Shades received a 5 to 15 year sentence. So after he explained the story, and of course I said, wow, you know, you really got lucky. I said, but let me ask you a question. What are you doing praying for your lawyer? He says, when I come out, I do the sign of the cross, and I say, God bless your soul, Harold. Because he knew without the lawyer dying, he would have never got the 1-3. But Patty was a real good guy, and he really was fun to be around, and he made the time go by. And it was a pleasure meeting him, and I do wish him the best of luck in life. Believe it or not, you meet a lot of really good guys in prison, and a lot of characters as well. So I hope you enjoyed joining me on my walk. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, you could hit the like button if you want. I appreciate those who do. Thank you. Take care. You can subscribe to the Sit Down News blog at sitdownnews.com, and I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. Thank you. Well, just another example in the mob you never knew about. Hope you enjoyed the story. If you would like to subscribe to this channel, you could do so down below. If you would like to subscribe to my other channel, Unlimited Substance Podcast, I'll add a link in the description to this video.